За сайн бяцхан оюутнуудаа оюунлаг төвийн Австрали улс дахь салбараас та бүхэндээ мэдчилж байна. За өнөөдрийн энэ подкастаар би та бүхэндээ юуг одоо авчирвэ гэхээр саяхан болсон Австрали болон Шинэ Зеландын боловсролын үзэсгэлэн болсон. Энэ дээр маш олон study Perth, study Adelaide, study Gold Coast гэдэг газрын хүмүүс хурж ирж одоо мэдээлэлээ хүргэсэн ийм гайхалтай арга хэмжээ олсон. За энэ үеэр бас Adelaide хоттой танилцж бас оюутнуудад цаашд нь ажиллаж амьдарч бас сурахад ямар боломж байна вэ гэдэг талаар нэлээд одоо тодруулж асуудаллаа. За одоо өнөөдрийн энэ подкастаар манай зочин маань бол Австралийн засгийн газрын цагаачлалын албаны ажилтан байж байгаа. За энэ хүнээс одоо албан ёсоор ер нь ПР болох гэж байгаа бол ялангуяа тэр тусмаа Adelaide хотоос те байнгын оршин суух эрх мэдүүлэх бол яах ёстой юм бэ гэдэг талаар асууж тодруулсан байгаа. За тэгээд энэ хүний албан ёсныхан те одоо урилга өгдөг тийм засгийн газраас номинейт хийх гэж байгаа бол тэр урилгыг нь өгдөг хүнээс асуулт асуусан байгаа. Тэгэхээр та бүхэн хэрвээ бүс нутгийн цагаачлалыг сонирхож байгаа, цаашид бас бүс нутагт ажиллаж амьдрна гэж бодож байгаа, тэндээсээ PR авна даа гэж бодож байгаа хүмүүст бас тус төхөн болох болов уу гэж бодсны үүднээс энэ одоо подкастыг хүргэж байгаа. Энэ ярилцлагыг та бүхэндээ хүргэж байгаа шүү. Тэгэхээр та бүхэн сонсож үзээд бас өөрөөсдийнхөө дүгнэлтийг хийгээд тэгээд цаашдаа хийх төлөвлөгөөгөө гаргаарай гэж та бүхэндээ хүсэж байна. За ингээд
So we have two programs, which is general skill migration for students at the stage. So one is 491, which is a provisional visa, and then that leads to PR, and 190 is a direct PR, which is a permanent residency. So first of all, the benefit of studying in South Australia is that we have a very extensive list of occupations that are in demand. It's over 500, which is on our website.
Okay.
So the process is like when student graduates, of course they get 485 visa, and they need to meet a point-based system to be eligible for next visa program. So all this point testing, it is available on Department of Home Affairs website, so they can themselves check how many points do they have. But what we as a state government do is we provide a sponsorship. That so if you get a sponsorship from us, then of course it gets a bit easy for a student to get the visa. But of course, it does not guarantee anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So again, students, they look at the occupation which they think meets their academic, their work experience. Based on that, they apply for skill assessment, and there are different skill assessment bodies. So once they have their skill assessment on their work experience and their education, then they apply through Skills Select, and then based on the application, we will then decide whether we want to give 491 or 190.
Okay.
And based on that, once we provide a sponsorship for a particular visa, then they make a formal application on Home Affairs website. So I think depends on the profile. It takes a bit like 7 to 8 months for the whole process, or with some students it is even way more faster. Depends on what profession, like maybe for doctors, for physiotherapists, those nursing students. And for different occupations there are different entry requirements also. So for all this specific information, our website is a place where you can find everything. So let's say if it is nursing, what are the prerequisites? What is the work experience requirement? What is the minimum eligibility? So, but in terms of process, usually if the profile is good, we don't take a lot of time to provide sponsorship. But again, it very much depends on profile to profile.
Okay.
So we close a lot of our programs for this year, for this financial year. The next financial year will begin from 1st of July.
Okay.
And we might have some changes in the new program. And I think you will get to know somewhere around maybe mid or maybe towards the end of July about our visa pathways. But we are quite flexible if you compare it from Sydney or Melbourne, because there it depends on occupations.
Yes.
So South Australia is very welcoming and have very flexible visa program for international students.
Okay.
Yeah.
In terms of the profile, you told me that it depends on the good profile, right?
Yes.
What, in your perspective, what kind of profile considers best?
See, it depends on their IELTS score because they need to write English exam. So whether they are competent, competent plus, which is 6.5, proficient, which is 7 band each, and overall 7. Their work experience, how much work experience do they have? What is their academic qualification? Qualification as in bachelor's degree or master's degree. It doesn't matter which university or institute you studied from. The only requirement is it has to be CRICOS registered, the course and institution. And different programs also have a minimum points requirement. So for an example, let's say a marketing specialist, maybe the minimum requirement is about 80 points. So depends on their age, on their relationship status, because if they are single they get 10 additional points. So it depends on all these criteria like their age, their qualification. If they have studied from South Australia, they get additional points. There is another stream called Talent and Innovator Program, which is only through registration of interest. So under that there are different categories like entrepreneur stream, small business on stream. So it depends on their age, their percentage, and their
if I start business here, then what is the minimum requirements?
There are like minimum returns and how. I think the business has to be around 12 months old, and only then you can, after 12 months only you can apply under that stream. So for all these specifics, like for business, there are different streams. There are 5 different streams. It is on our website. It tells you each and everything, like what are the minimum requirements. See, this program is of course for students. There are different scenarios. If they do not study from any South Australian institution, they need to check if they meet the general skill migration points without a qualification or not. Because if you are a South Australian graduate, you get extra points. So if let's say someone who's like very qualified, maybe an engineering student, worked for like 7 years in their home countries, have 8 band in IELTS, 30 years of age, 35 years of age, and they might be eligible for a straight away GSM. They might not need any points from us. So it very much depends. I won't be able to give you an exact answer, but we would, if they want education to be considered, then we need at least 50% of their education to be studied in South Australia. 1 year, So let's say if it's a master's student, 1 year in Sydney, 1 year in South Australia.
That's better. Got it. Thank you very much for all the information. За ингээд өнөөдрийн дугаарыг дуустал нь сонссон оюутан та бүхэндээ баярлалаа. За дараагийнхаа дугаараар би та бүхэндээ маш их гой хүмүүсийг урьж оролцуулахаар хичээж байна. Тэгээд дараагийн дугаар хүртэл түр баяртай.